Good evening, students. First, basic rules of accounts, traditional and modern. So traditional rules: personal, real, nominal. Personal account: debit the debtor, credit the creditor, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debtor becomes giver, creditor becomes receiver. Real account: debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and nominal account: debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Then after that, you have modern approach: asset shows debit balance, expense shows debit balance, income credit. Then liability, capital also credit balances. So before starting redemption of preference shares entries, yes, first we are going to revise our bonus shares entries. So bonus shares entries, if you remember, there are two types of bonus shares. We have divided chapter in two parts. One is bonus, fully paid bonus shares if shares are issued for fully paid up bonus shares, and if partly paid up shares, we have issued bonus shares. In case of fully paid up bonus shares, entry will be CRR account debit, security premium account debit, general reserve P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholders, and bonus to equity shareholders account debit to equity share capital. After that, paid up share capital, if they are fully paid, in that case, partly paid up shares is converted into fully paid up shares, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to equity shareholders, and final call account debit to equity share capital. Last entry will be bonus to equity shareholder account debit to equity share, final call account. So these are some entries for bonus shares, and after that we have seen some redemption entries. So redemption entries are preferential capital account debit, premium on redemption account debit to preference shareholders account debit to bank, and then P&L account debit to premium on redemption. So if you remember that entries, two options that you have: equity share capital, we raise equity share capital, bank account debit to equity share capital, and second option is that P&L account debit to CRR. So these are some basic entries for redemption of preference shares. So I request you all to write these entries in the comment section. I just want to know how many of you remember all these entries. And now, yes, today we are going to finish this chapter. So before that, yes, balance sheet proforma is very, very important. So what is the proforma of balance sheet? As you are aware, equity and liability showed upon share capital, reserves and surplus, non-current liability, long-term borrowing, deferred tax liability, other long-term liability, long-term provisions, current liability, short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liability, short-term provisions. Assets, non-current assets, property, plant and equipment, intangible assets, capital, WIP, intangible assets under development, non-current investment, deferred tax asset, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets, current assets is CIT, CSO, current investment, inventory, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. So these are some pro forma. Very good evening to all of you. So yes, Yogita Deora, Soumya Gupta, Neha, Mahadev, Revti, Himanshu, Shivam, Dhriti, Raghwanji, Chaitali, Jinesha, Teja, Meman Bhai, Harshil, Advait, Muktaji, Muddaji, and Riya Jaiswal. Good evening to all of you. Yes, just note down all these basic entries of redemption of preference shares, and after that I'm going to cover some illustrations. I hope you have completed your illustrations. I already covered all these concepts. So tell me in the comment section which questions are more difficult. So first I will start with those questions. Otherwise we are going to start with question number 1. So friends, yes, beta, waiting for your session. Just come fast and tell me it in the comment section all entries. Redemption of preference shares. Yes, first entry, we call it. What is the first entry? Chalo, write down. I'm giving you exactly 2 minutes. And on investment day, yes, redemption of debentures, we have only 2 days to finish it. So when we are going to start investment chapter, I'm going to ask you some basic entries, but today I really do not have time. So I will finish it off first, this chapter. Tanya Patkar. Preferential capital account debit, premium on redemption account debit to preference holders account debit to bank. Beta, only 2 entries you have written. Tanya. Amrit Palkor. Himashri, good evening, beta. Sujal, Rakesh Kumar ji, Nayan ji. Now at least I'm aware about your names. But I don't want bonus shares entries. I want redemption of preference shares entries. All entries. Yes, what is the logic? First entry, preference share capital account debit, liability cancelled or capital cancelled, you can write. Premium is our loss. Premium on redemption account debit, it's our loss. To preference shareholders, creditors. Preference shareholders account debit to bank account. And third entry, P&L account debit to premium on redemption. Then you have two options. What is the face value? Don't consider redeemable value of preference shares. Option number 1, bank account debit to equity share capital to security premium. And option number 2, P&L to CRR. Option number 3, both. Oh, sorry, it's not visible. See the entries, preference share capital account debit. Who wrote all entries correctly? First person. Vanshita. NRO has written all entries correctly. Then Shuvarnesh, SRO, correct entries. Yes. Now it's visible. Partly correct persons, Ayush Kumar. Harshil, first you complete my last session. Teja is saying, sir, it takes too long time to submit answers. Beta, yes, but just you have to submit it. If you don't write these answers, it will be difficult. देखो बेटा, आप सबको ये आंसर्स लिखने तो पड़ेंगे, कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है इसमें. Preference share capital account debit liability, premium on redemption to preference shareholders to bank. Please recall these entries. P&L account debit to premium on redemption, then bank account debit to equity share capital to security premium, and then P&L account debit to CRR. It's easy or it's difficult? Yes, tell me it in the comment section fast. चलो, सो इलू 1 से स्टार्ट करते हैं अभी. Pavitra ji, please refer my last session. You will get this answer. Should I start now from illustration number 1? If you are clear with this, today's action day. So every one of you now, please write it. Sahil is asking me, tell me what are specific reserves and which are free reserves, and tell me out of capital redemption reserve, security premium, P&L, general reserve, revaluation reserve, which are specific reserves. Beta, CRR is specific, security premium is specific, revaluation reserve is specific, but we cannot use for redemption of preference shares, that revaluation reserve. But yes, P&L and general reserve beta are free reserves. Please also explain me what is the criteria to decide the which is will be used for bonus issue and which will be used for capital redemption reserve. Why revaluation reserve is not used? Okay, beta, why revaluation, that I will tell you the logic for bonus shares. Why capital redemption reserve, security premium is not issued for creating CRR. I hope that will not get any vague answers. Okay. See, understand one logic that I'm going to tell you. Sahil ji, revaluation reserve. Understand the logic of revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve is only, you can call it as, not created for any specific reason, but it is created to show your assets original cost. No, so it is created to record it, your asset, you have to record it at revalued figures. For example, I bought one land of rupees 1 lakh before 5 years. Okay. Revaluation reserve is never collected in cash. First thing. उषा शुक्ला जी, रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व ये कभी भी कैश में नहीं आता. So land account, I bought it for 1 lakh. Okay. Now this land is appreciated by 10 lakhs. Suppose today's value is 11 lakhs. So this appreciation we record on the liability side under the head revaluation reserve. Tell me whether this reserve is created out of day-to-day activity. No. This reserve is due to increase or decrease in our balance sheet figures, assets and liabilities. And that's why this reserves, we cannot call it as free reserve. It is only, हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि हमारी assets on paper ऊपर गई है. It's not due to your hard work. It's not due to your business activity. You can call it as it is your luck factor. नसीब है कि मैंने जो लैंड लिया था 50 लाख में, आज उसकी वैल्यू 2 करोड़ हुई. Whether I'm going to sell this land? No. So this is only on paper. This reserve is only on paper. And can I distribute dividend out of this reserve? No, beta. It is only to show my shareholder the current position of my assets and liabilities. Many small firms, they are using historical cost. So beta, appreciation we cannot consider is available for distribution of dividend. Dividend is always from your day-to-day business activities. That is from sales, purchase, expenditure that you incur. You normally create profits, and that profit is available for dividend. Whether such profits are available for dividend? No, beta, never. I hope now you are clear with this concept. Yes. So Usha Shukla ji, रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व ये कलेक्टेड इन कैश देना गलत है. ओके, यस. Can we call as revaluation reserve is kind of gain but not income? Yes, you can, but beta, reserve means now this appreciation and depreciation other than book value with record as per accounting standard 10, that is property, plant and equipment. There are two models. One is cost model and one is revaluation model. So this is revaluation model. Some people, they follow cost model, and some people, some accountants, they might follow revaluation model. So it's better if we revalue it, we record it in the revaluation reserve, and this is not available for dividend. Okay. जो लोग अपने ही घर में रहते, अभी फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने मेरी प्रॉपर्टी 10-15 साल पहले 3 लाख रुपए में ली थी, आज उसकी वैल्यू 70 लाख है. सो 70 लाख एंड 3 लाख में बेचने के लिए निकाल रहा है क्या? नहीं, मैं बेचने के लिए नहीं निकालूंगा. तो मैं क्यों उसको 3 लाख से 70 लाख पे रिकॉर्ड करने वाला हूं? तो मैं उसमें से डिविडेंड कैसे दे सकता हूं जो मैंने अर्न नहीं किया है? सिर्फ ऑन पेपर प्रॉफिट है भाई. ओके, यस. आई होप आपको आपके क्वेरी का आंसर मिल गया होगा. चलो, and now which are, and see, CRR is created. Now this is a creation when preference shares are redeemed. So this is not today or even not on year end. This is when it is created, at the time of redemption of preference shares. So this is created at the time of redemption of preference shares. Why revaluation reserve is used for preference shares? No, beta. Revaluation reserve is never used for preference shares. When I explained this, I never explained that revaluation reserve is used for preference shares. Never. You create out of free reserves. This is free. Free means what, beta? Free means when you pay dividend, your P&L is getting reduced and your cash balance is getting reduced. Suppose my P&L is showing 1 lakh rupees balance. So you can distribute dividend out of 1 lakh. But beta, when I block this reserve, for example, I block by 70,000. So now my P&L is showing 30,000 and my CRR is showing 70,000. So beta, my shareholder can demand dividend only out of this 30,000. So see the lawmaker, how he made the provision. How beautifully he made the provision. If you are redeeming your preference shares, it means either you create CRR or you go by issuing equity shares option. I always give this example to my students. Always give this example. Assume, Sahil, suppose your dad, he earns 1 lakh rupees. Now the question is, this time, assume your college fees and your tuition fees. He has to pay 70,000. Is it possible that this time your mom wants some necklace and now whether these fees are important, though he is earning 1 lakh, whether it's possible to give any necklace to your mom on birthday? No. Why? Because priority is for your tuition fees. So beta, similarly, because now he already has some pressure to pay tuition fees, so your dad, he will block his profits. He will tell to your mom, see, this time Sahil's fees are important for me, so on this birthday I'm not going to give any necklace. So this is a concept of CRR. Now correlate this concept with CRR. If this time I'm redeeming preference shares, so already my bank balance is going to reduce, and my bank balance is going to reduce on the asset side, and my preference share capital is going to reduce. And the same day, if after 15-20 days, if P&L, now preference share capital is like your tuition fees and dividend is like your mom's necklace. Now correlate this concept. So P&L ka balance reduce hua and again bank balance is reducing. It means there is heavy pressure on company to pay on their bank balances. So it will be very difficult for company because they are paying two amounts. One is to preference shareholders and one is to equity shareholders. So they block their profits beta. They block their profits by creating CRR. And how they are creating CRR? P&L को minus करके CRR को plus करेंगे. See beta, this is a concept of creation of CRR. I hope now you are getting this concept, Sahil. Very, very important concept. P&L account debit to CRR. Yes. Everyone got this concept now? So beta, आपके प्रॉफिट्स पे प्रेशर नहीं आना चाहिए, आपके बैंक बैलेंस पे प्रेशर नहीं आना चाहिए, इतना याद रखिए. ये लॉजिक है सीआरआर क्रिएट करने का. एंड एक बार सीआरआर क्रिएट हुआ तो यू कैन नॉट पे डिविडेंड आउट ऑफ दिस. नो. And therefore, only one use for CRR, that is bonus shares, which I taught you already. And first priority to use CRR for bonus shares is CRR. Then security premium, then general reserve, then P&L. So this is a sequence. Yes. Everyone now getting this concept? No beta. Security premium also has some specific use. Beta, CRR is created out of free reserves, which are not available for dividend. And therefore, security premium is also not used because security premium has specific use. And specific use, therefore, security premium is not available to create CRR. Now, everyone has got this concept. Yes. Anuradha ji, your comments are reaching to me, so don't worry. So security premium is available for dividend? No, sir, it has specific use. And if it is not available for dividends, and then how it is available? First ask to yourself whether it is a free reserve or specific reserve. If it is a specific reserve, you can't create any CRR out of this. CRR is always created out of free reserves. Yes. बस हो गया साहिल जी, बहुत क्वेश्चंस पूछ लिए. अभी मैंने आपके सब निवारण कर दिए हैं, आपके सभी क्वेश्चंस के. यस, मैंने सभी आंसर्स आपको दे दिए. बेटा अभी आगे जाने दो. स्टिल इफ यू हैव क्वेरी, yes, you can ask me, but please in the break now. because now I have to start with problems and everyone is now clear with the concept of reserve. See, one thing, keep it in the mind. What is free? Free means it is available for dividend. It is available for shareholders. And when you want to block this profit, if you are redeeming preference shares, that is by lawmaker. Yes. Can you give some examples for free reserves? Which is, Are beta, there are only two free reserves. One is general reserve and one is P&L. Other than that, there are no free reserves, beta. Why capital reserve? Capital reserve also has some specific use. Now, what is capital reserve? When shares are forfeited, then only capital reserves are created. Or might be capital reserve, you can call capital reserve as revaluation reserve. So revaluation reserve is nothing but capital reserve, one type of capital reserve. मुक्ताव्यास वो एक प्रोविजन है, पार्टली पेड अप शेयर्स एज पर कंपनी एक्ट, पार्टली पेड अप शेयर्स जब फुल्ली पेड अप में कन्वर्ट करते तो सीआरआर और सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यूज नहीं कर सकते, ये कंपनी लॉ ने प्रोविजन दिया है. सो बेटा इसमें मैं भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूं, ये प्रोविजन है तो हमें वैसे ही याद रखनी पड़ेगी. मुक्ता जी, इज टैक्स पेबल? नो बेटा, टैक्स इज नॉट पेबल इफ एसेट इज revalued. Okay, no. Security premium on issue of equity shares for redemption, that security premium रहने दीजिए पवित्रा जी. No beta, premium on redemption we cannot pay as per new accounting standards. If you are following accounting standards, then you cannot use security premium for redemption purpose. Good question. Investment allowance reserve was in an illustration, then we used it to create CRR. No, investment allowance reserve is a specific reserve once again, so you cannot use it for CRR. Dhruv, no. Manisha, sir, only CRR and issue of new shares can be used for redemption. Only CRR is used for redemption. बेटा CRR, अरे CRR बेटा क्रिएट किया जाता है. मनीषा जी, कुछ तो आपको गड़बड़ हो रही है दिमाग में. CRR क्रिएट करते हैं. यूज करना मतलब डेबिट देना. यूज एंड क्रिएट. सी, क्रिएट मीन्स, यू प्लीज डोंट टेक वेरी टेंशन वाला सीना, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड इट. क्रिएट मतलब क्या? क्रिएट मींस क्रेडिट देना. क्रेडिट, यू क्रिएट रिजर्व्स को जन्म देना. ओके, इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज बुक में लाना, इट्स अ क्रिएट. एंड यूज करना मतलब कैंसल करना, डेबिट देना. यूज मीन्स यूटिलाइज, यूटिलाइज मीन्स डेबिट, अपोजिट बैलेंस. रिजर्व्स क्रिएट करना ये रिडम्शन में, प्रॉफिट को ब्लॉक करके. एंड यूज करना सीआरआर बोनस शेयर्स में. देयर इज अ कंफ्यूजन. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स रिजर्व्स की भाषा ही नहीं समझते. एंड इवन बेटा, आई हैव सीन मेनी फैकल्टी, I will not take names, but very renowned faculties. They are telling reserves means something which is in cash. No, beta. Reserves are created out of profits. It is appropriation of profit. Understand the concept. Create means it is out of profits. Please make sure. Reserves concept is very, very important. Create means credit balance. You can create either from profit or you can create it directly. Now, revaluation reserve, whether it is created out of profit, no sir, asset is increased and here reserves is increased. So that is a revaluation reserve, own generated reserve. Security premium, when you issue shares above face value, it is own generated. Investment reserve, it is generated out of P&L. CRR you created out of profits. Okay, so these reserves are created only if there is a profit. If there is loss, you cannot create it. But you are in case if your company is in loss, but issue price is more than face value, then it is beta security premium. It is created directly. चलो बस हो गया. Yes, Nagesh ji, now you understood it. Very good. Please, beta, bacha do abhi. Please, I have to process further. Please. Now it's over, beta. Now you can explain to your friends this concept, what is reserves. Now please explain it to your friends so you are 100%. देखो कैसे मैं याद करता था, मेरे कोई भी चीजें मैं याद करने का, मैं और मेरा फ्रेंड आधे घंटे का 15 मिनट का डिस्कशन डेली करते थे कि इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है. तो वो चीजें हम लोग दिमाग में रखते थे कि भाई ये क्यों किया गया. इफ यू आस्क, ये देखो, देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ कैटेगरीज ऑफ फैकल्टीज. वन विल टेल यू व्हाई and one will tell you directly how. Okay, how means how to write it in the exam directly, but I will tell you logic of each and every reserve. But don't think कि आप इतना डीप में जाओ कि आप मेन सिलेबस ही छोड़ दो. प्लीज ये एक्सपेक्ट भी मत करना. यस, यस, चलिए. सो शुड आई मूव नाउ? बेटा जाने दो ना आगे. अभी कितना पूछोगे एक ही दिन में? कुछ बचा के रखो. अभी तो शुरुआत हुई. दिस इज ओनली थर्ड फोर्थ सेशन विच इज गोइंग ऑन. बहुत पढ़ना है रे, बहुत. भाई तो शुरुआत हुआ है भाई. एक दिन में कौन रजनीकांत होता है? ओके, चलो. Okay, okay, okay. Now, please, please, please. Now I will tell you from illustration number 1. बेटा टिकटिकी जी को लाऊंगा मैं इलस्ट्रेशन 4-5 के बाद. हिंदुजा कंपनी लिमिटेड, 5,000. Yes, write down over there numbers. Now, what is 5,000? Please, I already explained you on in last session only that everyone must have hard copy. Yes, numbers. Second one, 8%. Preference dividend rate. $100 is face value. The company decided to redeem these preference shares at par. So redemption at par, so there will be no loss. So how many shares? 5,000 into 100, which is equal to 5 lakhs, is the RV also. Redeemable value, RV redeemable value. You can write over there. बेटा ये सारे साहिल दूसरों को भी थोड़ी इज्जत देने दे. 9 and 10 I am going to cover, but wait for some time. Just I started my my session. Okay, now chalo, let's move. Issue of sufficient number of equity shares. So tell me which option, whether option number 1 or option number 2, tell me it in the comment section fast. Which option? Now someone is asking me, Pooja is asking me, sir, can we cover whole syllabus? can we means what do you think is Sanket sir will take all chapters, or you want to say whole syllabus means accounts, costing, tax, law? I don't know exactly what you want to ask. Yes. So which option? Draw this diagram. Face value. Now what is the face value? 5 lakhs. Now here face value is equal to redemption value. Okay, but we consider face value to maintain capital structure. This diagram is very, very important. So tell me which option, beta? You are issuing equity shares. So option 1 or option 2? So in this option, there is no CRR. So option number 2, cross. Write down only option number 1, that is equity shares issued, which is equal to 5 lakhs. So this diagram will help you out. Huh? This diagram is very, very important. भाई साहब, diagram तो बहुत जरूरी है मेरे दोस्त. और मैंने कितनी बार समझाया है. Try to attend it in the live session. See, ये who is answering number 2? Akshobhya Joshi. Beta, I won't tell your names, but I just have to tell your names. Why? Reason is very simple, so that you won't make any mistake next time. Beta, equity shares is which option? Option 1. At least after understanding all concepts, if you are answering option number 2, any faculty, beta, I am taking this live session. Why? Otherwise, I will give you recorded one only. You just have to answer it in the comment section, every one of you. It's only request to all of you. You use this platform of ICI Board of Studies app. Why are you not answering? Let it be wrong. Next time, at least Akshobhya Joshi won't answer it wrong. Number 2 answer दिया. और किसने number 2 answer दिया? शक्ति वेलन एस. बेटा ऑप्शन 2 क्या आंसर दिया है? और किसने दिया? आर्ची गुप्ता. आर्ची ऑप्शन नंबर 2 आंसर है क्या बेटा? आप सोच के बताइए. सीआरआर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं हम लोग या इक्विटी शेयर्स इश्यू कर रहे हैं? इतनी डिटेल में कॉन्सेप्ट लेने के बाद इफ यू आर आंसरिंग ऑप्शन नंबर 2, तो फैकल्टी को बुरा नहीं लगेगा क्या? आई एम नॉट हियर. देखो बेटा, देर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ फैकल्टीज. One which will tell you only these things. He is not bothered about all these things, whether you are getting it or not. This passion, teaching is my passion, and I have taken this career only because I don't want money out of this. जितना चाहे उतना रोजी रोटी मिलता है. But see, if you are giving wrong answers, better it hurts me. Option 2 कैसे बोल सकते हो आप? ऑप्शन 2 बोल भी कैसे सकते हो आप? थोड़ा मुझे बताइए. कौन देख कर रहा है ऑप्शन 2? चलो छोड़िए, मैं तो अभी कुछ बात नहीं करूंगा इसके ऊपर. बस 2 स्टूडेंट्स हु आंसर्ड ऑप्शन 2, प्लीज, इट इज अ टाइम जो आत्म परीक्षण करने का, सेल्फ एनालिसिस. You are doing CA course. I explained all these concepts in detail. Still you are answering option number 2. चलो भाई, सॉरी, फिर मैं गुस्सा हो जाता हूं. आई डोंट वांट कि मैंने आपके आर्ची ने तो सॉरी भी बोल दिया. यस, साक्षी बोल रही है. सर, योर डायग्राम्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट हेल्प्स अस. कोई बात नहीं. चलो, एक शेयर है 10 रुपए का. सो 50,000 शेयर्स इंटू ₹10. 1 शेयर ऑफ ₹10. यार ऐसा मन में रहना चाहिए कि संकेत सर का सेशन है, लाइव ही जाऊंगा. आई विल अटेंड इट इन द लाइव एंड आई विल आंसर ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन ऑफ द संकेत सर एंड करेक्टली. बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. being issue of equity shares for the purpose of redemption. Don't write this as per and all. There is no need beta in exam. Second one, preference share capital. This is capital cancelled. You always tell to yourself, this is capital cancelled and preference shareholders are creditors. Preference shareholders are becoming receiver. Creditors become receiver. Creditors को पैसा दिया to bank account. All entries are over. यस बेटा, अशोक अक्षोभ्य ने भी सॉरी बोल दिया है, डोंट वरी। और साहिल मुझे अभी भी परेशान ही कर रहा है, 9 and 10, 9 and 10 बेटा दूसरे भी स्टूडेंट्स है साहिल जी, प्लीज कृपा करके, आपके क्वेश्चन बहुत वैलिड होते हैं, बट बेटा दूसरे भी स्टूडेंट्स को मुझे एक मौका देने दो, बिकॉज देर आर सम डायरेक्ट एंट्री स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो. सो टीचर इज दैट टीचर हु follows all students, not only intelligent students. Okay. Chalo. So everyone, only entries you write it in the comment section. That is a bank account debit to ES cap. Second entry, you can use shortcut. Then second entry, see 8%, 8%. Always use 8% dividend rate before writing redeemable PS capital to preference shareholders. And third entry, preference shareholders to bank. चेतना ने सभी एंट्रीज लिख ली है. वेरी गुड चेतना, वेरी गुड. सुमैला शेख बोल रही है मुझे सब समझ में आया. वेरी गुड. प्रिंस ने बोला 50,000 शेयर्स ऑफ 10. एंड शैलेश ने, दरक ने पूरे एंट्रीज लिख लिए. बहुत बढ़िया बेटा, बहुत बढ़िया. So 1, 2, 3, all entries you have to write it in the comment section by using shortcut. I am not saying you write type whole thing. You can write PS holder, PSH. I can understand. You can write preference share capital, 8% PSE. I can understand. But everyone has to write it in the comment section. Everyone, without looking into answer. Without looking into answer. Yes, beta. You can issue first equity shares and then you can, yes, write redemption. Sir, writing in the notebook, no, beta. Nikita, you write it afterwards. We will write only difficult questions in the notebook. Otherwise, you can copy it afterwards. Okay, beta? I will give you index. You can copy it because we have limited time. And we are here only for grasping the concept, not to do donkey work. CS student and BCom student are two different students. So BCom, BSc, BA, those students, they are doing it mechanically. If CS student is there, yes, understand. We are, at least we must have some extra, knowledge. तो उसमें फर्क होगा ना. थोड़ा स्मार्ट वर्क कीजिए. Yes. Very good. Very good. सिद्धार्थ पूछ रहा है पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड क्यों करे भाई. डिविडेंड पेमेंट का कुछ नहीं करना है. वी विल एज्यूम वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन. यस, गुड क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट वन. सो इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 1 सबने लिख दिया है. स्नेहा, नो नीड टू राइट इट इन नोटबुक बेटा. आई एम राइटिंग इन दी नोटबुक. नो, please you do it afterwards. Those are very easy questions. Okay, so today's homework ilu 1 and today you have to complete it. Chalo. Next one, draw the diagram. See, now this is a new question. Now see, here also there is option 1, but here equity shares you can write in the index. Equity shares issued at par. Chalo index में आ जाइए. In index you can write this. Yes, C category question. Sufficient issue of equity shares. You can write, only you can write this in your index. चलो बेटा index में आ जाइए. राघवन जी मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा 133. डोंट वरी बेटा, डोंट वरी. Yes, Alok Akshobhya. Beta, yes, there are some questions where we are writing combination. Sufficient. So please, you write these all three index mein, 1, 2, 3, and tell me it in the comment section. Over. So I will move to you. Please don't take only screenshot. Now write down index properly. उम्मीद है बेटा आपसे मुझे. % is only for presentation. Write down over in the comment section. And today you have to write everything in only in comment section. Whenever I think this question, I will write it in notebook. I will tell you, don't worry. Then only you write it in the notebook. Remaining problems, you have to solve it on module only. If questions are of C category, B category, Z category, I think A category question is 5th number. 8, 9, I'm going to take it. Don't worry. Chalo. Categories of index. Now see, C category question means they are very easy question. B, slightly difficult. A, best questions. Z category, lowest category. Faltu questions. Over. Chaliye. Now let's move to question number 2. Now this is shares issued at premium. C Limited had 10,000. So what is 10,000? Every time you write it on the question. So this is numbers. 10% is preference dividend rate is of no use, just to write before redeemable preference shares. 100 each. So beta, what is the face value? 10,000 into 100. 10 lakhs. The company decided to redeem these preference shares at par. Redeemable value. Redeemable value. Now diagram. By issue of sufficient number of equity shares at 10 each and premium of ₹2 per share. चलो डायग्राम बना लेते हैं. चित्र बनाएंगे. Yes. What is redeemable value? Face value. And in this question is equal to redeemable value. We always consider for capital structure face value. What is option number 1? Equity shares. Issued. How many shares you issued? ₹12. Wait. So 12 rupees. We are not aware about number. But beta, now again you have to draw this diagram. Face value and security premium. So this is beta into 10. So this is beta into 10. Face value. Can I get the water? Into 2. So remember, while deciding capital structure, we always consider face value. So this is 10 lakh. And 1 lakh shares are issued for ₹10. Then after that, see beta, for capital structure, For capital structure, you will always decide face value. You will always decide face value. So 10 lakhs रुपीज. देखो आप जब भी कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर निकालोगे तो आपको 10 लाख का फेस वैल्यू चेक करना है, ना कि इक्विटी शेयर का इश्यू प्राइस. बेटा दिस इज इश्यू प्राइस. And security premium is 2 lakhs. So while deciding this face value, 10 lakhs equity share capital structure, we consider not 12 rupees, but we consider 10 rupees. That is a face value. So face value आपको consider करना है, इतना याद रखिए. समझ में आया सर? तो आप इशू प्राइस को कंसिडर नहीं करोगे 12 रुपए को. You will consider equity shares का face value. So this is a diagram, beta. Write down this diagram. And option number 2 is CRR is 0 because you increase it by option 1. Bank account debit to equity share capital to security premium 12, 10, 2. See the entry. Preference share capital to preference shareholders 10 lakhs and preference shareholders to bank. Everyone has to write entries. See the diagram. अंकुर बेटा तेरे क्वेश्चंस मेरे पास पहुंच गए हैं. फर्स्ट आई क्लियर योर कॉन्सेप्ट. So are you going to consider issue price? No. Are you going to consider 10? Yes, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Divide by 10. And this is number of shares that we are going to issue. So we consider option number 1. And in that we consider face value. Now you only type it fast and tell me the all entries. Tell me all entries. चलिए लिखिए. Very good. Many students wrote these entries. Fast, fast, fast. नो प्रॉब्लम. चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं. अभी एक स्टूडेंट की क्वेरी आई है. आई वोंट से नेम ऑफ दैट स्टूडेंट. I won't take name of that student. Now he is asking me, sir, preference share capital आप पे तो कर रहे हो, अभी ये तो मुझे क्वेश्चन ही नहीं समझा. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स पेड इन प्रीमियम देन यस बेटा, मैं आपको ये क्वेश्चन बाद में एक्सप्लेन करता हूं. जयेंद्र कुमार, आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट आफ्टरवर्ड्स. नाउ साहिल की क्या क्वेरी आई है, व्हाई प्रीमियम इज नॉट पेड. प्रीमियम इज नॉट पेड, व्हाई मींस बेटा we cannot use premium. See now, see the entries. Preference share capital you reduce by 10 lakhs. Bank balance you reduce by 10 lakhs. Correct hai? How it will affect your balance sheet? Equity share capital increase by 10 lakhs and security premium increase by 2 lakhs. And your bank balance is increased by 12 lakhs. So now there will be no more preference share capital. There will be equity share capital. There will be security premium. After this, you cannot use this security premium because as per Company Act, yes, I will tell you this section 133 afterwards. If you are paying excess amount than preference share capital, is also transferred as loss in P&L. That I will explain you it in the next question. Okay. So now see how your balance sheet is going to tally. Now see effect on balance sheet. Sir, why your account is better than us? Because I can visualize my balance sheet. And you are focusing only on journal entry. I can see preference share capital is minus 10 lakhs. I can visualize on my screen. Bank is decreased by 10 lakhs. Bank is increased by 12 lakhs. So there is extra bank balance. And my capital structure is maintained 10 lakhs. And security premium extra 2 lakhs. And what is the provision? Provision is very simple. When you want to maintain your capital structure, then if shares are issued at premium, don't consider premium. Though it is a security premium is a specific reserve. But as per Company Act, you cannot treat 12 lakhs as capital structure. You have to consider face value as a capital structure when you are issuing shares at premium. Chalo. Now we will move to next concept. Many students wrote this now. Yes. See 12 minus 10, 2 lakh, 2 lakh. 2 lakh say you can tally your balance sheet. Chalo. Next one, ILU 3. ILU 3 you can do by your own. 9,000 is numbers. 10% is dividend rate. 10 each is a face value. So this is 90,000. Next, the company wants to redeem preference shares at par. Beta, before this, means when this question was introduced in ICS study material, in my time, I remember I am follower of Companies Act 1956 because I had 1956 Companies Act and 2013. In 2013, shares cannot be issued at discount. But at my time, share can be issued at discount. And that's why that 9 rupees was the concept. But better now ICI changed the question that 9 rupees is not discount, but this is a par value. According to me, this question has to be removed from the study material. Why? Because 9 cannot be par value. It might be in multiple of 1, 2, 5, 10, 100, 20, but it cannot be 9. But let it be. Let it be. We will write as it is 90,000. So you can draw the diagram. Option number 1, option number 2. Option number 1 is, yes, beta. Discount nahi hai ye. This is not the discount. This is a full amount. So you have to maintain 90,000, 9 rupees. So what is the, here you will consider how many shares? 10,000 shares. So 10,000 shares you have to consider 9 rupees each. So this is a diagram. So this is C category question. You can draw the diagram. 90,000 you have to maintain. But remember, shares cannot be issued at discount. Option number 2, CRR, no. Still big no. So we are using beta which option? Very good. So we are using option number 1. Over. Amrutpal Kaur is saying, sir, I can visualize now balance sheet. Now you only tell me how your balance sheet will look like in illustration 3. Chalo, bhejiye mujhe. Balance sheet in question number 3 after redemption. So you only tell me balance sheet after redemption. So balance sheet, you have to prepare it after redemption. Every one of you, please prepare it. Good observation. Now you can see here on page 7.11 in theory, please delete this sentence. I forgot. Yes, I will inform our board of studies faculty that shares are discount. Reference is given. This is a copy paste. Sorry. So we will remove this sentence. Okay. How your balance sheet will look like? Equity share capital 90,000. Preference share capital minus 90,000. Bank account 90,000. And then preference share capital minus 90,000. So it's very easy. Your balance sheet will tally at 0. Means there is no effect of this. Very good. Now come to illustration number 4. how to solve this question. Understand it. The board of directors of company decided to issue minimum number of equity shares of ₹9, 5 lakh preference shares, and the maximum amount available is 3 lakhs. So beta, it is a combination. So diagram. What is the preference share value? 5 lakhs. How much CRR you can create? Maximum CRR. So option number 2. And what is the balancing figure? Equity share capital. How much? 2 lakhs. Now beta, one share is of ₹9. Therefore, how many shares? 2 lakhs divided by 9. 22,222 shares. Minimum 23 shares. एक share upper side. Upper side. 0.22. You won't consider 2222. That 0.5. Don't apply that logic. Because if you issue 2 shares, your capital structure 22,222, it's not sufficient by 1 share. Okay, so apply on higher side. So this is the diagram. Yes. And they ask you in multiples of ₹50. So in multiples of 50 means next multiple in 50 will be 22,250 shares. Okay, sir. So this is a diagram. And how to present it in exam. So write down this diagram first. You look for. You can draw it on question only. Yes, beta. समझा आपको? Very good. Intelligent students in our class. Okay. So now how to present it in exam? So C category only, combination method. Calculation of number of shares, take next digit. Yes, you can write this 4 and 5th. And 5th number is A category question. So before break, I am going to take 5th number. And after break, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can write this 4, 5, 4. अच्छा ठीक है, 4th का लिखो सिर्फ. Index of 4th. And take a screenshot. बेटा मल्टीपल ऑफ 5, 50, एफरीन मल्टीपल ऑफ 50. अभी 50 का आगे का क्या होगा? राघवन जी. मल्टीपल ऑफ 50 means now multiple of 50. So next multiple. Now you cannot divide 22,222 divided by 50. You will get the answer in decimal. So next digit in 50s is 22250. 22250. So ऑफरिन नेक्स्ट ये है. रेखा पूछ रही है कि सर प्रथम और पलक पास हुए क्या? यस बेटा, पास हो गए. नो बेटा, 5 is not after break, but it is before break. Yes, before break. चलो, last question before break. अच्छा, बैलेंस शीट का क्वेश्चन है. ओके, डू वन थिंग, टेक अ ब्रेक. यस, ठीक है बेटा. Nagesh ji will come back at 7:20. But today I have to extend your session because tomorrow, yes, we will get some 30 to 40 minutes for redemption. But first I will start with redemption of debentures, and last 40 minutes I will leave for illustration. Might be 9. If I complete it today, it's okay. If I can't, we will take it in the next session. Chalo. So till that, take a break up to 7:20. Yes, break लिया जाए. Illustration number 5. Now this is something difficult illustration. No, not at all, but this is updation of your balance sheet. So see beta, first I'm going to tell you how to update your balance sheet for the first time. X Limited gives you the following information. As on okay. So equity and liabilities, shareholders fund, share capital, resource and surplus, current liability, trade payable, assets, property, plant and equipment, non-current investment and current assets. The current share capital consists of 50 each equity shares. So 2,25,000 is equity share capital and preference shares are 65,000. Resource and surplus 48,000 consist of P&L. Okay. To sale and investment for 15,000. So sorry, redemption of preference shares at a premium of 10%. So beta, what is the redeemable value? Write down 65,000 plus 10%. 65,000 plus 10%, 71,500. To sell investment for 15,000. Now this is a selling price. What is the book value of investment? 18,500. See beta, having investment of 18,500 sold for 15,000, it means loss of 3,500. To finance the redemption, leaving a bank balance of 12,000. So what is the bank balance we have? 12,000 is a bank balance. Okay, so this is the new adjustment. And issue minimum equity shares of 50 each to raise the balance of funds required. Okay, sir. So write down now. Now I will write it for you. Journal entries. Write down. Books of, we will solve it in the notebook. Books of X Limited. Journal entries. Date column is not there. Serial number. Particulars. LF. Debit rupees. Credit rupees. Draw it fast for one page. For one page. Okay. So now friends, journal entries. Number 1. What is the first entry beta? Bank account debit. P&L account debit, loss on sale. To investment account. But I'm not going to write narrations. It's your homework. So sale of investment. So bank account always at selling price. and investment always at book value. Investment goes out 3,500. Please write it 18,500. Being, otherwise write down in this narrations, investment sold. Now after one page, write down bank account. Write down bank account after one page. Bank account, 6 lines, particulars rupees, particulars rupees. 6 lines. So bank account, to balance brought down 31,000. Second line, don't write anything in front of to balance brought down. Second line, by preference shareholder, 65,000 plus 10%, 71,500. And by balance carried down 12,000. To investment, how much you received? 15,000. And balancing figure to equity share capital. Tell me the balancing figure. $71.5 plus 12, 83,500 minus 31, 37,500. One share. So number of shares to be issued, 37,500 divided by one share is of rupees 50. 50 each. $750 shares. How many shares I am going to issue? Bank account debit. Second one. Bank account debit to equity share application. $37,500. And equity share application account debit to equity share capital. . 。  . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
2 equity share capital.
37,500. Being equity shares issued for the purpose of redemption. Number 3. A. Now related to redemption entries. Yes, tell me percentage. Percentage are not given. Okay. Preference share capital account debit. Premium on redemption account debit. To preference shareholder. $65,000, $6,500, $71,500. B. Preference shareholder account debit to bank. 71,500, 71,500. Preference shareholder cancel. C. P&L account debit. Now see, this premium is going to cancel to premium on redemption. Four. Now better diagram. So 3 entries we have completed for third one. Can we pass directly bank account debit to equity share capital? Yes, you can pass. No problem. Now diagram beta. After this working note number 2, last working note. What is the redeemable value? Face value 65,000. Redeemable value is not equal to face value 71,500. Divide it in 2 parts. Equity share capital 37,500. And balancing figure is CRR. $27,500. So CRR working note 2 and last entry P&L account debit to CRR. पूरा लिखना है. In exam, please write down full forms. 27,500. Being CRR created. Now beta, how to update the balance sheet? Now it's time to update your balance sheet. See, we already cancelled temporary accounts. Which are temporary accounts? Now please be careful. This is a first question of updation of balance sheet. So make sure now you have 100% concentration, because this is the first time I'm telling you how to update it. So tell me, have you completed? Yes, tell me over. I'm going to solve this problem thoroughly. I just want to show you how balance sheet is updated. चलो, so start. Tell me over. No, beta, there is no specific format. Okay, sir, completed. Okay. See, now which are temporary account? Equity share application, then premium on redemption, then preference shareholders that we cancelled. Line by line. First entry, bank account debit. So I will write in front of bank account plus 15,000. Then you have, so yes, this is over. P&L debit balance. P&L debit means I will cancel it 3,500 because reserves has credit balance, but in entry, if it has a debit balance, so I will updating my balance sheet now by looking into journal entry. जर्नल एंट्रीज को देख के मैं मेरी बैलेंस शीट अपडेट कर रहा हूं. देखो, बैंक को डेबिट दिया, एसेट हैज डेबिट बैलेंस, सो बैंक ऐड हुआ, एंड इक्विटी एंड लायबिलिटीज हैज क्रेडिट बैलेंस. टू इन्वेस्टमेंट को क्या हुआ बेटा? क्रेडिट. इन्वेस्टमेंट को कौन सा बैलेंस होता है? इन्वेस्टमेंट हैज अ डेबिट बैलेंस, सो क्रेडिट मींस आई विल कैंसल इट 18,500. So first journal entry updated. Second one, bank account increased by 37,500. Debit already in bank, debit balance. So debit add. So I'm going to add it by 37,500. Yes, sir. To equity share application cancel. Debit cancel. Again capital increased. 37,500. Preference share capital debit by 65,000. So beta, capital has a credit balance and now you are giving debit. So capital zero balance now. Preference share capital. Premium temporary account, preference shareholder temporary account. Now bank 71,500 credit balance. Credit balance means minus it. So 71,500 I will deduct it from current asset because it has a credit balance and asset has a debit balance. So debit credit minus. Premium we already cancelled. P&L again reduced by 6,500. So P&L beta reduced by 6,500 and premium is a temporary account. So we already cancelled it. Then P&L again reduced by 27,500 minus and new item CRR 27,500. So this is P&L balance and new balance CRR. Here we have updated our balance sheet. एक बार वापस बताता हूं हिंदी में. मुझे मेरी बैलेंस शीट को अपडेट करना है. सो सबसे पहले तो मैं टेम्पररी अकाउंट्स को उधर के उधर कैंसल करूंगा. कौन से टेम्पररी अकाउंट से? एप्लीकेशन, प्रीमियम, प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर. तो ये सभी कैंसल कर दिए. क्रेडिट डेबिट तो वो कैंसल हुए. अभी बैंक को डेबिट दिया तो ऐड करूंगा मैं बैंक अकाउंट में. P&L को डेबिट दिया पर उसको रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस में क्रेडिट बैलेंस है तो माइनस किया. इन्वेस्टमेंट को क्रेडिट किया, मेन आंसर में उसको डेबिट है तो ये माइनस कर दिया. इधर क्रेडिट और मेन आंसर अब बैलेंस शीट में डेबिट बैलेंस था. बैंक को डेबिट किया, बैंक को ऑलरेडी डेबिट बैलेंस है, डेबिट ऐड. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल को क्रेडिट किया और मेन बैलेंस शीट में भी क्रेडिट ही है, क्रेडिट ऐड. प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल को डेबिट दिया, मेन बैलेंस शीट में क्रेडिट बैलेंस है ये कैपिटल को, सो ये माइनस करूंगा। प्रीमियम प्रेफरेंस होल्डर्स टेम्पररी अकाउंट है, बैंक बैलेंस को क्रेडिट है, मेन आंसर में डेबिट था तो मेन बैलेंस शीट में डेबिट था तो माइनस करूंगा। एंड P&L को डेबिट दिया, मेन आंसर में क्रेडिट बैलेंस है तो इसको भी माइनस किया। P&L को बैलेंस शीट में क्रेडिट बैलेंस होता है रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस में, इधर डेबिट है तो माइनस किया, और CRR नया क्रिएट किया तो इसको नया आइटम रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस में लिखा 27,500। Sequence of entries might be different. Now tell me, are you getting what is updation of trial balance sheet? Yes. आपको समझ में आया क्या कि बैलेंस शीट को क्वेश्चन में कैसे अपडेट करना है? Every one of you is very important process. Otherwise, you can't tally your balance sheet. Yes. Are you getting this concept of add less, add less? If credit balance and in entry debit minus, if debit balance in entry credit minus, debit balance in entry, debit balance in balance sheet add, credit balance in balance sheet, credit balance in entry add, credit credit add, debit debit less, credit debit sorry, debit debit add, credit credit add, credit debit minus, debit credit minus. Easy छे, easy छे. 225 plus 37.5, 262,500. Share capital. Left side you have to take totals. P&L. P&L कितना? 48,000 minus 3,500 minus 6,500 minus 27,500. So P&L 10,500 plus CRR 27,500. So reserves and surplus total 38,000. Okay. Very good. Very good. Everyone is saying sir clear हुआ. Trade payable no change. 56,500. Let's take a total. 3,57,000. Property, plant and equipment 3,45,000. And bank balance. Investment zero beta. 31,000 plus 15,000 plus 37,500 minus 71,500. So balance is 12,000 plus 3,45,000. Yes! Tallied. 357, 357. Tallied. Yes, sir. Yes, tallied beta. Easy छे. So updation is a new concept. Updation is a new concept. Narration completion compulsory. Yes, beta. Easy छे. Jayendra Kumar is saying easy छे. Yes, tallied. Now beta, how to write this? Write down chalo. Chalo, write down now. How to present the answer. Balance sheet after redemption of X Limited as on serial number, particulars, note number, rupees. 1. Equity and liabilities. 1 shareholders fund A share capital. See beta, follow this sequence. So one, yes, write down equity and liabilities. Beta. One shareholders fund A share capital. B resource and surplus. 2 just write down the heading non-current liability after one line. And then 3 after one line current liabilities. Just write down heading. Under that trade payable. Share capital note 1. Reserves and surplus note 2. Trade payable no note. Total rupees. You can write total rupees. Number 2. Assets. Yes beta, I will tell you notes कैसे लिखते हैं. Under that non-current assets. Under that A property, plant and equipment. Number 2 current assets. Under that cash and cash equivalent. Only relevant items by looking into this. Total. Then notes to accounts. Total के बाद लिखो notes to accounts. Now there are 2 notes. One share capital. Share capital and 2 resource and surplus. Everyone has to write with me, beta. Please write these things with me. Notes to accounts. Authorized. Authorized share capital. Dash, 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 double underline. Issued, subscribed, and paid up capital. How many shares beta? 262,500 na? Divide by 262,500 divided by 50. 5250 equity shares of rupees 50 each. 262 500. Reserves and surplus, capital redemption reserve, but I am not getting any capital redemption reserve 37 500, but I am getting 27 500. Who is asking this? Pooja ji. Pooja ji, and P&L account, you can show the 48,000 minus 3,500 minus 6,500 minus 27,500. 12,000. $39,500. 39,500. $39,500. Share capital 262,500. And now other things you can copy it. 56,500. Property, plant and equipment 345, and bank. And bank is working note 1, 12,000. Sorry. Resource and surplus. P&L 10,500. Sorry. And here it is 38,000. Sorry, beta. I made a mistake in P&L. Just checking your concentration level. 3,57,000. Sorry. Resource and surplus written wrongly. Yes. Yes, make a changes. Resource and surplus. 38,000. Please practice it today and tell me timings in the next session. Raj Gorne beta. Yes, very scholar person in last batches. Sir, I scored 73 marks in accounts due to ICI virtual coaching classes. I cleared in both groups. Very good beta. It's your efforts. Just pushed you. And ultimately, it's all are your efforts, beta. Okay, very good. Results were wrong. I rectified it. Anand Raman, बहुत सारे students थे. I remember the name. And now they cleared. Very good. I have never seen them, but know by names due to continuous comment. Whenever I ask them questions, they always answer. So very good, beta. All efforts of you. Chalo. So beta, what is my 5 questions? 5 questions. Today's 5 questions, yes, beta, regarding this chapter. Let's see. Are you ready? बेटा CRR कितना क्रिएट किया? 27,500. 27,500 बेटा. Sir, might be you are having old study material, so please have new study material. those who are having different study material. So ready for 5 questions? Journal entries in order, no required, beta. Authorized capital, beta, no need to write here. Sir, please make a Telegram channel. You only prepare it, made a channel. If suppose I like the name, I will announce that name in the next batch. So you only make a Telegram channel. Some students, please take initiative. Chalo. Very well understood. Let's solve 5 entries. First question. Entry to create CRR. Entry to create CRR. Who is answering very fast? बेटा आपके पास ओल्ड मॉड्यूल है, मनीषा जी, विश्वकर्मा, आप प्लीज नए मॉड्यूल्स अपडेट कर लीजिए. क्रिएट सीआरआर. एंट्री इज P&L account debit to CRR. First entry. Second entry. Transfer premium on redemption. Where to transfer? Premium on redemption. First person, today's first person, beta. P&L or general reserve, both are correct. Anugupta. Anugupta. From Anugupta कहां से हो? From NRO. NRO. So today's name Anugupta ji. Very good. Second question था transfer premium on redemption. Correct entry is P&L account debit to premium on redemption. P&L account debit to premium on redemption. बेटा टेलीग्राम चैनल बनाते टाइम बैच 5, बैच 4, ICI बैच ऐसे बनाओ. So who answered very fast? Samriddhi Ranjan. Samriddhi Ranjan. और थर्ड क्वेश्चन तब तक मैं पूछ लेता हूं. List of temporary accounts. List of temporary accounts. Three accounts थे. Please don't refer the answer. Temporary accounts while updating the balance sheet. समृद्धि रंजन कहां से थी? CRO ने बाजी मारी. Very good. List of temporary accounts. Very good. रिया जायसवाल ने रॉन्ग एंट्री लिखी है. Which are temporary accounts? वाह साहिल जी वाह. This time who is the winner? Soumya Gupta. Soumya Gupta, equity share capital, sorry, equity share application. No beta, wrong answer, Soumya ji. Preference shareholder and premium on redemption are three temporary accounts. Who wrote it clearly? Yes, Chetna, you are ठीक है. आगे बढ़िए. Good name. आर्ची गुप्ता. आर्ची विनर है. From NRO. Fourth answer. Two options. Very simple question. Two options. टेम्पररी अकाउंट मींस बेटा विच इज गोइंग टू कैंसल, जो हमने ट्रायल में अभी जर्नल एंट्रीज में किया था. हु इज आस्किंग मी दिस टेम्पररी? यस बेटा जयेंद्र कुमार, अभी हमने कैंसिल किया ना बेटा. आर यू गेटिंग माई क्वेरीज? यस, आई एम गेटिंग यूर क्वेरीज बेटा. बेटा आई टेक ओनली दो स्टूडेंट्स नेम्स who are writing very fast. Sahil, no personal comments. अनु गुप्ता जी, साहिल के रिक्वेस्ट पे आपको एक सिर्फ पूछता हूं, देखिए उनसे बात कर लीजिए बस, बाकी मुझे पता नहीं है, पर साहिल ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है इसलिए बोल रहा हूं. निकिता गर्ग, ईआरओ. अरे आज डब्ल्यूआरओ जीतने वाले हैं क्या? नहीं. निकिता गर्ग, वेरी गुड. एक इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल और दूसरा सीआरआर. एक भी डब्ल्यूआरओ जीत ही नहीं रहे बेटा. डब्ल्यूआरओ वाले आज डब्ल्यूआरओ की कुछ उम्मीद नहीं दिख रही है मुझे. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, साउथ एंड डब्ल्यूआरओ. अदरवाइज मुझे ये टाई हुआ तो जितना कौन है अभी तक तो एनआरओ बाजी मारे हैं. एनआरओ के ज्यादा आंसर्स है. लेट्स सी. लास्ट क्वेश्चन. 2282. Next multiple in 50. Next multiple in 50. 2222 नहीं है. 82. I changed the figure. 22282. Next multiple in 50. Two options. Two options for redemption, beta. Equity shares and CRR. Who is asking me two options? नाम नहीं लूंगा मैं आपका. Please write down the answers. All students write answers. Oh my God. This time WRO 1. राकेश कुमार, बहुत ही मन पे ले लिया बेटा आपने तो. 22,300. वेरी गुड. 22,300. 100 किसने आंसर दिया भाई? 350 भी रॉन्ग है. 82 के आगे कौन होगा? 300. 290 किसने दिया? अरे क्या कर रहे हो बेटा? 290 कौन आंसर देता है? 230 किसने आंसर दिया? WRO वाले है ये तो. अरे 50 से डिवाइड होना चाहिए ना. 30 50 से डिवाइड होगा क्या? देखना कैलसी पे. क्या करते हैं बेटा लोग आप? 100 कौन आंसर देता है भाई? सूर्या 282 है. WRO. So this time आर्ची गुप्ता एंड अनु गुप्ता, इन्होंने एनआरओ का झंडा फैलाया हुआ है. एनआरओ इज अ क्लियर कट विनर दिस टाइम. वेरी गुड. क्लैप फॉर एनआरओ बेटा. दिस टाइम एनआरओ. आई डोंट नो हमारे WRO वालों को क्या हुआ. कोई बात नहीं. एनआरओ ने बाजी मारी. साउथ बहुत पीछे है. साउथ नो आंसर फ्रॉम साउथ. एनआरओ, सीआरओ, WRO, ERO, ऑल 4 एक्सेप्ट साउथ. बेटा साउथ के डायरेक्टली एग्जाम में झंडा फैलाते हैं. ओके. अनु गुप्ता की कमेंट है ये, और साहिल जी की कमेंट है आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू. ओके, वेरी गुड. सो फिफ्थ वन कंप्लीटेड. आर यू फाइंडिंग इट्स इजी बेटा? 6 number and 7 number. Before 6 and 7, because these questions are really easy. I will take 9 number. Last question of the day. Redemption of partly called up preference shares. Beta, I take those names who answered very first. Okay. Many students answer it correctly, almost 100 students, but I take those names who are answering very fast. Now, please understand. Last question. The balance sheet of XYZ Limited as on 31st December. Last question. Please have patience now. Last 15 minutes. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to meet once again with next fresh topic. And last 30 minutes, I am going to take remaining problems of this chapter. Please don't bunk tomorrow's session. Very important. And redemption of debentures is almost you know different concepts as compared to redemption of preference shares. So please have focus in next chapter. Yes. The balance sheet of XYZ Limited as on 31st December 2001. Inter alia gives you the following information. 50,000 numbers. 50,000 numbers. 8%, 70 paid up. So 30 is yet unpaid. 1 lakh equity shares, security premium, CRR, general reserve, bank. Under the terms, preference shareholders are redeemable at 5% premium. But beta, before taking this, understand, first we have to take 50,000 shares into 30 rupees. That is 15 lakh. So this is a final call. So final call, and then you can redeem. And then what is the redeemable value? 50 lakhs plus 5%. 50 lakhs plus 5%. So this is 52 lakh 50,000. Very easy question. Next one. In order to finance the redemption, company makes a right issue. 110 rupees pay. So 10 is premium. 20 is, so now I draw the timeline. So what is the timeline? See, application. So equity shares, mein application is rupees 20. Allotment 35 है. So 10 rupees premium, 25 rupees allotment. And balance first call 55. The preference shares were redeemed after fulfilling the necessary conditions. So what are the next necessary conditions? So beta, first we have to call final call. So what is the entry? You can check here. So see, what is the hidden adjustment? Preference share final call हमें मंगवाना पड़ेगा. Application plus allotment only 2 entries because first call due in next year. You can see on 1st January 2003. And we want to pass entry on 31st March 2002 and 2001. Okay. So 2002. So no entry for first call. First call due on the next year. Okay. So this is narration. Sorry, important point. Balance sheet 2 dates. Current year and last year. CRR and premium on redemption entry through general reserve, as P&L is not given in the question. You can check here. There is no P&L. There is general reserve. So free reserves is general reserve. Okay, beta. So now, first entry you can check here. Yes. Now forfeiture, I'm going to explain it in the next session. 8 number entries. Yes, you can take a screenshot afterwards. 9, sorry. Preference share final call. This is a hidden entry, beta. This is hidden entries. So A and B. Final call of rupees 30 is hidden to preference share capital. So this is temporary account. And bank account debit to preference share final call. So beta final call is a temporary account. Okay, got this concept? Now next entry. Application 20, allotment 25 and 10. So 20 rupees application. What happened here? So 20 rupees into 50,000 shares. They have given you number of shares also. 50,000 shares into 20. Application is a temporary account that you have. And allotment to equity share capital to security premium. And bank to allotment. So allotment accounts are temporary account. See beta, those students who are from direct entry, face value. See beta, I will tell you only for face value. What are entries? So here, your 100 rupees value, face value, 100, divided it in 3 parts. 20, 25, 10, and 55. Remember, this is called as application. So those are who are from direct entry. This is a timeline diagram. You are not collecting 100 rupees together. You are collecting it in installment. And this 10 rupees is called as excess amount. 100 rupees is called as face value. देखो आप 100 rupees पूरा कलेक्ट नहीं करते हो एक साथ, आप वो किस्तों में मतलब इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में कलेक्ट करते हो. पहले को बोलते हैं एप्लीकेशन, दूसरे को बोलते हैं अलॉटमेंट, एंड तीसरे को लिखते हैं फर्स्ट कॉल. Those who are not doing it for first time. So बेटा एप्लीकेशन आप शेयर को अप्लाई करते हो. तो पहली एंट्री क्या होती है? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट. तो ये आपको मेरा फाइनल अकाउंट्स का फाउंडेशन का लेक्चर देखना. दिस इज जस्ट द रिवीजन. सो बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर एप्लीकेशन, दिस इज अ टेम्पररी अकाउंट, एंड देन एप्लीकेशन अकाउंट इज गेटिंग ट्रांसफर्ड to capital account. Remember this entry. Application cancel. Beta, in application, first entry is of received and then entry of due. But in allotment, first entry is of due. Equity share allotment 35 to equity share capital 25 to security premium 10 and then received. सो अलॉटमेंट पहले ड्यू होगा फिर रिसीव होगा. अलॉटमेंट मीन्स आफ्टर गेटिंग योर एप्लीकेशन मनी कंपनी विल गिव यू शेयर. तो कंपनी आपको शेयर देगा. एंड 55 की एंट्री होगी इक्विटी शेयर फर्स्ट कॉल अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल 55 एंड बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू फर्स्ट कॉल. सी बेटा, these entries you have to understand at foundation level. For this, you can refer my company account session. Okay, I'm not going to take it in detail in this session. So this is expected that you already studied it at foundation. But just telling you the difference. देखो सबसे पहले आप लोग as a investor shares को apply करते हो, फिर कंपनी आपको शेयर्स देती है और बाद में कंपनी बचे हुए पैसे आपको फर्स्ट कॉल सेकंड कॉल के माध्यम से मांगती है. सो पहले एंट्री बैंक टू इक्विटी शेयर एप्लीकेशन मतलब पैसा रिसीव्ड की होती है. फिर ड्यू मतलब देखो एप्लीकेशन कैंसिल होएगा, बैंक एसेट में जाएगा, कैपिटल लाइबिलिटी साइड पे जाएगा. सेम एंट्री फॉर अलॉटमेंट, पर अलॉटमेंट में बेटा सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम भी आया है. सो इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल टू सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम एंड बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट. ऑलवेज थिंक फॉर वन शेयर. सी, always think for one share base and then multiply by number of shares. Same logic, same logic. So bank account debit to equity share. See, bank account debit to equity share application, then equity share application to equity share capital, equity share allotment to equity share capital to security premium, and then bank account debit to equity share allotment, just multiplied by 50,000 shares. Then beta preference share capital account debit premium is a temporary account to preference shareholders is also temporary. So these entries you are already aware. So preference shareholders account debit to bank, and then very important now your face value Chitra 50 lakhs and your redeemable value we won't consider this 50 lakhs. उसमें से कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर कितने का मेंटेन हुआ? कैपिटल 10 lakhs and equity share capital 12,50,000. So your Chitra 10 lakhs and 12,50,000, 22,50,000. So CRR is a balancing figure. So 50 lakh. Answer CRR is 27,50,000. Please prepare this Chitra diagram. CRR last entry, free reserves, general reserve account debit, premium is transferred to general reserve to CRR. This is a Chitra. Inter alia means usme beta, usme, provided in that, given in that. चित्र बना लिया. Now see, share capital previously. Now we have share capital. Our share capital 1 crore plus 22,50,000. Yes. Previously, equity share capital and preference share capital. So 1 crore plus 35 lakhs. Now we increase it and preference share capital is 0 because it's redeemed. Security premium previously only 5 lakhs. Now we increase by 5 lakhs. So beta 2,50,000. Okay. So entry by entry you have to see. Security premium increased by 5 lakhs. So previously 5 lakhs, now it is 10 lakhs. So 5 increase. CRR previously 20 lakhs, now increased by 27,50,000. So 47,50,000. And general reserve previously 50 lakhs, but now reduced by 27,50 and 250. So 20 lakhs. And now this is how the reserves and surplus and your cash and cash equivalent 5 lakhs and 15 lakhs previously, then 15 lakhs increase plus 27,50,000 minus 52,50,000. So you can take a screenshot. So this 15 lakhs of equity share application, this is for equity share allotment, and this is for redemption of preference shares. This 50 lakhs original, this is for CRR, this is for premium on redemption. You can take a screenshot of this balance sheet extract. I will show you. And notes are given below. It's very simple. Line by line, you have to go. Take a screenshot. Last year and current year. Please make sure. Yes. Now I will give you tips at the end. Share capital. Beta, final call is a hidden entry. So take a screenshot of reserves and surplus. And then take a screenshot of cash and cash equivalent. Forfeiture entries I will teach you tomorrow. See beta. Now last 5 minutes, some tips. How to recall? Now see, first you have to call final call. So don't refer the answer. Preference share final call account debit to preference share capital, bank account debit to preference share final call. Over. Then application, bank account debit to equity share application, then equity share application to equity share capital. Over. Then equity share allotment due. So equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital to security premium, and then bank account debit to allotment. Over. Then preference share capital account debit premium on redemption account debit to preference shareholder. Then preference shareholder to bank, and premium is cancelled with general reserve account debit to premium on redemption. Over. And general reserve account debit to CRR. But you can write these entries so for revision purpose. What is the first entry? Preference share final call account debit to preference share capital, and bank account debit to preference share final call. 2 entries for final call. Then equity shares entries. Bank account debit to equity share application, and equity share application account debit to equity share capital. Over. So B, equity share allotment to equity share capital to security premium, and bank account debit to equity share allotment. Over. Preference share redemption 3 entries. Preference share capital premium on redemption to preference shareholder to bank, and then premium is cancelled with general reserve to premium on redemption. Last entry, general reserve to CRR. Over. See beta, if you don't solve all this problem once again, minimum 3 times. So we have completed all concepts in detail. Now it's your turn. Yes, I just forgot to show you illustration number 4 ka presentation. So you can take a screenshot of 4. Okay. So beta, if you don't solve all these questions by using tick-tick-easy technique, because these are some first chapters, so I cannot start directly tick-tick-easy technique. It will take some time. But those students who are not recalling it at home, remember, you may found this session difficult. You rewatch this session. You rewatch. If you are not comfortable with speed, rewatch. Don't worry. Try to attend it logically. Then solve it. First recall it, then solve it by using tick-tick-easy technique. And day after tomorrow, tomorrow only, tell me your timings. I want to know how many of you are doing it by using tick-tick-easy technique. So in next session, I will be very comfortable, and please inform me about your timings. Don't neglect it. Sir, ho gaya session, bas I understood it. No, understanding is not going to give you success. Understanding will give you only confidence. But when you solve it 2 times, then you will get success. अंडरस्टैंड सबको होता है रे, सबको समझ में आता है, कोई भी फैकल्टी रहने दो, पर मेरे से जब समझ लेते हो, मैंने आपको हर चीज लॉजिकली बताया है. एंड द थिंग क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप आज प्रैक्टिस करोगे, कोई भी धोखा नहीं देगा. सर आपने आज सुबह में 9 बजे से सेशन चालू किया हूं, अब भी खत्म हो रहा है. मैं इतना हार्डवर्क कर सकता हूं, आपको तो सिर्फ 2 सब्जेक्ट्स करने, उसमें भी हार्डवर्क नहीं किया तो कैसे चलेगा सर. सिर्फ आगे आगे भाग के कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. प्लीज प्रॉमिस मी कि सर मैं कल कुछ भी होने दो, कल तक मैं सभी प्रॉब्लम्स को टाइम लगा के सॉल्व करूंगा, और कल आप हमें रिडम्पशन ऑफ डिबेंचर्स भी सिखाओ और बाद में 2-3 बचे हुए सम्स भी ले लो. सर बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. प्लीज नेक्स्ट सेशन में याद रखना, एवरी वन ऑफ यू, प्लीज प्रॉमिस मी please promise me, sir, we will solve this once again. If you have any query tomorrow, you can ask me. Yes, I will take it in last 20 to 25 minutes. Thank you, sir. This is all from my side. Good night. बहुत ज्यादा आपने एफर्ट्स लेते हो और आज आप सभी सम्स को वापस सॉल्व करेंगे, इतना याद रखो. थैंक यू. Yes, share it to maximum students. Thank you.